The question is, how can we make sure that we don't lose money from open space capacity? And the context is, the person who's asked the question, they have a co-working space and they have a number of different packages. Day pass, 3 days, 6 days, 2 weeks, a month pass as well. And when you have so many options and so much flexibility, it's a great thing, but of course you never know when people are going to come. So sometimes you'll have days when there's nobody, and sometimes all those people with the 2-day pass, the 5-day pass, sometimes they all come on the last day. So the question is, how do you manage that when you have so much flexibility? How do you manage that in a small open space?
So we have a long history of trying to manage that, and we had, right in the beginning, we had a lot of different options you could book with Bedos. You could buy the 5-day pass and the 12-day pass, and I think they're great. And ultimately, we just realized that we are so busy and managing all the different options we give our members, also just the back office and making sure those people who have a mailbox get a mailbox, those who have a locker for $25 get a locker, all these options, which actually doesn't address the question. But ultimately, we basically try to make it much simpler. And what first thing when we sell tickets that are flexible for the flexible area, we try to manage the expectations, because it can happen that there's not enough space. So we try to make that clear from the beginning on, and also like a reason to maybe sign up to a more expensive membership that actually has a dedicated desk, or where we can assure that people will have a desk. And the second thing is we stripped it down thanks to like a coincidence in Hamburg, where we basically asked the question a couple of years ago when the Beta House wasn't well off there and was like about to close. We said, look, if we don't find 100 people signing up for a flat rate right now and paying at least $70 a month, then we close down. So we found 100 people in a day, actually, and this was the birth of our kind of co-working flat rate, where we would say from the beginning, look, this is like a really low-priced membership, and we probably have 3 or 4 times the amount of members that we have desks available. So you basically join this as a community, and you have also a flexible office space, and that's what you pay for. So that requires, though, that we have 4 to 5 people per one desk to make the same revenue that we would do with a fixed desk or a private office seat. And right now we have these 2 areas where we have the flexible and the flat rate guests. And but what I do sometimes, I just count the people and the occupation, and if I see that it's like 90, that I always have enough seats, and I look in the back end how many people signed up, and I have the ratio more or less right, then I see it's working. And if too many people are there, then if that happens too many days in a row, I rethink. But we ended up in charging $100, $90 to $100 now for this type of membership. But it's very individual, because I know co-working spaces that are very successful selling 5-day tickets. Just that I don't know how they run it. Anybody maybe here knows how that is managed?
I think that, well, so the answer is to know the needs of your community. You know, I read your article about this, so, and I really like it, you know, because so you really find out what are the really needs of your members, you know, and also you make it easy your life, you know, as a space manager. Simplifying operations, because to have only 2 memberships for a space business, it's a working business is great, you know. So the thing is that it's always about that. Know your community, know your members, know what they do and what are their needs.
Yes, I actually wrote an article about exactly that topic. I think that's why I'm here now. It's on Medium under my name, just if you want to read more about it. Yeah, but maybe they didn't.
We're not alone.
I just want to add something. For me, it's a matter of taking responsibility of who you want to be again, you know? If you want to be flexible and if you want to have like 100 different rates and schedules and so on, then it means that you will have to track it unless you don't care about, the money you're making. But again, you can make it simple. You can have like 3 different kind of memberships, easy to track. Keep it simple. If you want to have 100 different memberships, that's fine, of course, but then it means that you will have to track it, so your efforts, and a person responsible for this, because you will have to go around the space, see which desks are free, which ones are busy. So I don't know, for me it's a matter of taking responsibility of what you want to offer and then what's the consequences of that decision.